Why would the royal family insist on putting on their website that Meghan Markle holds a dual degree in international relations? And
Can't remember anything.
I guess the palace decided to split the difference in both her lies and she said 4 in one and 8 in another. Let's average it and leave it at 6. Is this what the monarchy is about?
What if one of the most talked about women in the world had her life story quietly twisted by rumor? For years, people online have claimed that Meghan Markle never graduated from Northwestern University or that her double major didn't even exist. It sounds dramatic, the kind of headline that spreads fast.
When the University of Northwestern states that they don't.
But when you look at what the university itself says, the truth is very different. Let's start from the beginning. In 1999, a young Meghan Markle arrived at Northwestern University in Evanston, Illinois. She wasn't famous, she wasn't royal, she was just another student trying to figure out her path. According to Northwestern's official alumni feature, she spent 4 years there and graduated in 2003 with a double major in theater and international studies. That's straight from the university's own publication. Not a gossip column. Back then, Northwestern already allowed students to combine majors across schools if they met the credit requirements.
Such dual degree, and they have never offered it. Why am I?
So, yes, a double major like Meghan's was completely possible. She studied acting, world affairs, and even spent time abroad, shaping the person she'd later become. The problem began years later, when the phrase dual degree got confused with double major. They sound similar, but they're not the same. A dual degree means 2 separate diplomas, which would take 5 years or more. A double major means 1 degree with 2 specializations, which she completed in 4. Somewhere along the line, the wording got twisted and tabloids ran with it. What started as a simple resume detail turned into a worldwide theory that she'd made up her education. But the official record proves otherwise. Meghan Markle did attend Northwestern, and she did graduate in 2003. Still, that confusion opened the door for every rumor that followed.
And a dual degree in international relations and theater, which could be obtained in 4 years.
Because once people think they've caught someone lying, everything else starts to look suspicious. And that's where this story really begins. Not with the royal family, not with Hollywood, but with one misunderstood line on a university biography. But that's just part of it. Because next, we'll look at how an ordinary college internship in Argentina became one of the most exaggerated stories in her entire career.
University from 1999, and she graduated from 2003. Now, what I'm about to say.
Before she was a duchess, Meghan was a college student chasing experience outside the classroom. During her time at Northwestern University, she joined a university-linked program that placed students in government offices abroad.
Because we only have pictures of her high school graduations. And why do I say that Meghan Markle's one of the biggest lie has been debunked? Because Northwestern...
That's how she ended up at the U.S. Embassy in Buenos Aires, Argentina, a short-term internship meant to expose students to diplomatic work.
Writing. And I'm going to show it to you. So, hold on.
What she actually did there was exactly what most interns do: assist staff, manage paperwork, organize briefings, and learn how an embassy runs day to day. It wasn't glamorous, and it definitely wasn't the secret agent-style adventures some stories have suggested. But for a young student from Los Angeles, it was still life-changing. And Meghan later mentioned that the experience deepened her curiosity about world affairs and languages. While she picked up some Spanish during that time, there's no official record that she became fluent. Even she has never claimed that. The viral version, the one saying she mastered the language in 5 weeks, was an internet exaggeration that spread without context. What's real is that she took the opportunity seriously. She balanced classes, rehearsals, and study abroad programs while maintaining strong grades. Her internship counted toward her international studies credits.
Portals into finding out what's right and what's wrong within, or you would assume that at least the monarchy has the means to put factual, accurate information for one.
And helped her graduate on schedule in 2003. So yes, the embassy story happened, but not the way the rumors describe it. The truth is far simpler and more relatable. Meghan was a hardworking student who used every chance she had to explore the world.
And why do I say that Meghan Markle is a working member, beautiful people? Because she's still there. That's the
And that same curiosity that took her to Argentina would later pull her toward bigger stages, brighter lights, and ultimately, the world's most famous royal family. But before that happened, there was another detail about her education that people twisted into controversy: her language studies. And that's where we'll go next.
working members who support the monarch to carry out his duties in the United Kingdom and abroad. And here we have Meghan's biography. The Duchess attended the Hollywood Little Red Schoolhouse from the ages.
When Meghan talked about studying languages, she probably didn't expect those words to turn into years of online debate.
Too. That is true. Mr. Markle paid for it, not Doria. She went on to double major in theater and international relations at Northwestern University.
During interviews, she's casually mentioned that she studied French for several years and picked up some Spanish while in Argentina. Those are ordinary statements, the kind most students could make after years of classes and travel. But over time, they were twisted into a myth about her being fluent in multiple languages and pretending to be an expert linguist.
International relations at Northwestern University in Evanston. Please keep this in mind when I
Let's look at what's actually true. Northwestern's International Studies program requires language proficiency, not fluency. That means students must take and pass a certain number of language courses.
his website, and people will look to it for factual, accurate, truthful information. So she graduated, according to them, in 2000.
You don't need to speak perfectly. You just need to show a working understanding. So when Meghan said she studied French and learned some Spanish, that lines up perfectly with the program requirements. Nothing about it is unusual or suspicious. The fluent in 5 weeks story came later, not from Meghan, but from social media threads and gossip blogs that exaggerated her resume. There's no record of her claiming to speak Spanish fluently.
The U.S. Embassy in Buenos Aires, Argentina, where she learned to speak Spanish. He also studied French for 6 years. So the monarchy here is saying, this is...
And her own public comments show the opposite. In fact, in a 2013 interview, she joked that she'd forgotten most of her French, something that sounds far more honest than fabricated. Still, that small moment, an offhand comment about language, became part of the larger online narrative that she lied about her background. And once a rumor takes off, it's nearly impossible to stop it.
But I guess facts don't matter here. It's feelings. And Meghan's lies.
Because the internet rarely checks the source, it just repeats the story until it feels true. But here's what stands up to fact-checking. She did study French for several years. She did learn some Spanish during her embassy internship. She never claimed full fluency in either. That's the real story. No scandal, no secret deception.
That Meghan Markle, in a 5-week internship in Argentina, learned to speak Spanish, and that she studied French for
just a student doing what thousands of others do, learning a bit of language, traveling abroad, and trying to build a future. Yet, even something that harmless was turned into proof that Meghan fabricated her life. And that's a theme that keeps showing up in her story. Simple truths turned into scandals by repetition. When Meghan's father, Thomas Markle Sr., spoke publicly after her royal wedding, he mentioned that he paid for her education, from private school to college tuition at Northwestern. That statement sparked another wave of stories claiming Meghan lied about being self-made. But when you look closely, you realize this wasn't a lie. It was a misunderstanding born from how narratives get simplified. In past interviews, Meghan talked about working part-time to help with expenses. She never said she funded her entire education on her own. Like many college students, she contributed to smaller costs while her parents covered the big ones. That doesn't make her story false. It makes it normal.
When they forget that Meghan Markle has opened her mouth and lied in public, had been lying for many years. The problem that she has is that before, nobody cared because she was.
The reality is that Thomas Markle's career as a lighting director in Hollywood gave Meghan opportunities most young people didn't have. And she's never denied that. She's spoken about her father's influence, his hard work, and how his career inspired her to chase her own. But when she became a duchess, those comments were twisted to fit a different narrative, one that painted her as ungrateful or deceptive.
The problem she has now is that she's a known nobody whose lies can be easily verified and debunked and exposed. But the monarchy, it's sticking with this.
So, what's the truth? Her father did help pay for tuition. Meghan also worked and earned income to cover her own costs, and she's publicly acknowledged both sides at different times. But online, balance rarely goes viral. Outrage does.
I mean, and I'm going to show you a little bit right now why. And I'll show you the email, don't worry. But I'm going to show you. I mean, this is information.
And that's why even her education became tabloid fuel. What should have been a simple story of parental support turned into a gotcha moment that never really existed. Then came one of the strangest claims of all, the idea that Meghan Markle never graduated because there were no photos of her graduation. It sounds suspicious until you remember one thing: 2003 wasn't the Instagram era.
The monarchy, with all its resources and people who know better, are putting Rachel Meghan Markle's lies on a...
At the time, only a fraction of college ceremonies were documented online. Most graduation photos were printed, stored in family albums, and never uploaded. Even today, Northwestern's archives don't have full digital photo sets for every student from that year.
I mean, now, beautiful people, I want you to pay attention to this. Meghan Markle, we've seen, she was listed in the School of Communications graduate.
It simply wasn't how records worked. What does exist are multiple confirmations. Northwestern's official publications list Meghan Markle as a 2003 graduate. Former classmates have mentioned her in alumni networks. The university itself included her among notable graduates in 2017.
You can actually major in theater. It's one of the courses they offer, and you can definitely major. You can get a degree in communication.
Before her royal marriage. So, while the internet demanded proof, the official record already had it. The absence of a viral photo doesn't erase a diploma. It just shows how easily digital silence can be mistaken for scandal.
Northwestern University offers a dual degree programs, which is communication and engineering and communication.
When Meghan joined the royal family, the official royal website published her biography, describing her as a Northwestern graduate with a double major in theater and international studies. That information was correct, taken directly from Northwestern's official statements. But soon after, a few commentators began misquoting it as a dual degree, implying two separate diplomas. That small wording shift caused the entire snowball of confusion.
Get a music and communication degree, nor she got a communication and engineering. According to the website, she got a double major. She has a dual degree.
Critics started saying the monarchy lied or fabricated her credentials, when in reality, it was just a semantic mix-up. Northwestern never corrected it because there was nothing to correct. The term double major was already accurate. But by then, the internet had turned a normal college record into supposed royal deceit. The irony is that this story was never about Meghan lying.
Why that doesn't happen, that can't be, in theater. If she graduated with...
It was about how information mutates when it passes through enough hands. Each retelling adds a little drama until the facts disappear completely. When you strip away the rumors, the verified story is simple.
That makes sense, right? Now, for a dual degree program, communication and engineers, all dual degree programs are. The dual degree program.
Meghan Markle graduated from Northwestern University in 2003. She double majored in theater and international studies, both legitimate, recognized programs. She completed a study abroad internship at the U.S. Embassy in Argentina. She studied French for several years and learned basic Spanish. Her father helped fund her education, and she worked during college to support herself. That's it. No missing diploma.
Offers students the opportunity to earn bachelor's degrees in both communication and engineering in 5 years.
No fake degree, no secret rewrite of history. The rumors exist because Meghan became a polarizing public figure, and controversy sells. But facts don't vanish just because they're less exciting. Every university record, alumni listing, and credible news source confirms the same story. She graduated legitimately, she worked hard, and she earned her place.
Done in a minimum of 5 years because they're dual degrees. You cannot use the courses or the credits from another course to apply to that different degree.
And now, the cracks in that story are widening, exposing the deliberate choices behind what was presented as fact.
Meghan Markle's education was never a mystery. It was simply overshadowed by noise. A few words misread, a few assumptions repeated, and suddenly, the world believed a story that wasn't true.
Okay, so, or, it's the way they do that. Okay, so the school maintains an enrollment cap of 100.
But here's the takeaway. When you check the sources, the truth holds steady. She studied, she graduated, and she built her career from that foundation.
Can graduate with communications and you can get a major in theater. Absolutely, no problem at all. Okay?
The only real scandal is how easily misinformation can outshine facts in the digital age. So the next time a viral headline claims to expose someone, ask one question first. Where did the information actually come from? Because, as this story proves, even a real degree can be turned into fiction when people stop checking the truth.